Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Today we are going to be opening the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Mutant Mayhem figures. Just picked these up on the road last week, driving across the country, and wanted these guys. They're pretty cool for 10 bucks, so figured I'd try them out. I've been a Turtle fan since, whenever the cartoon first came out, 88, since I was 11 or 12. So I thought I'd pick these up, test them out. Heard good things about the movie, heard good things about these figures. So thought I would do an unboxing and a review, and let's get to it. All right, so everybody's got their favorite turtle, right? That's mine, Mikey. Mikey is my favorite turtle. Everybody's a little different. Everybody likes theirs for their own reasons. I like Michelangelo because he's the funny one, right? All right, let's check this out. I like to open my toys with an X-Acto blade. Even if I'm not going to keep the package, what I may do with these actually though is keep the back. Sometimes I do that. I'll cut the front off, cut the bubble off, and keep the backing because of the artwork and whatnot. I found a pretty efficient way to cut these with the X-Acto blade, where I can just pop this right off and keep the artwork intact. So let's see how I do today. These will be the first time I've tried to open a play. No, wait. I opened the new Star Trek Playmates line this way as well, and it worked out pretty well. Let's see if I can get this here. Well, let's just pop. Let's just do it like that. Yeah. Let's see. I'm not even sure if I'm going to have to do that. Okay. So, got my little clippers. These are those nice little paper. I like the paper ties so much better than the plastic ones. I don't know if it's because it's just easier to get them out, or it's better for the earth. Oh, and then they give me plastic ones. Look at that. I take it all back. Oh, these are like the original ones, the little weapons racks. So we can cut these out. Oh, you know what I might do with these is I might paint these at some point. I like them like this because they kind of remind me of the originals, but I'd much rather have them out and displayed and painted up and that kind of stuff. The originals, you know, if I had a weapons rack, I might leave it like that. I have my originals somewhere. My parents have a bunch of stuff in their attic that they say they'll get to me someday, but someday's been like 3 years. They started it during COVID and never really finished it. All right, here's more of those annoying plastic ones. One of the reasons I like opening stuff on this black play mat, this is a card play mat, is it's very easy to see all this little garbage that comes out of these packages. All right, here's Mikey. Oh, you know what? I could paint this turtle too. That would be super cute. I'm a teacher, so I say cute a lot. Probably more than I should. I've worked with all women for a long time. This has got some great, like these have got some really great joints on here and a lot of posability. The hands rotate, the elbow bends. Let's see, does the forearm rotate? Yeah, it does. And then we got shoulder rotation and then lifts. Let's see. Whoa! Was I supposed to do that? I don't know. I don't know if the ankles rock at all. I think I might have just kind of popped them out there. You can flex them out though, like this, and get them to stand. So, oh, you know what I just noticed? This is really cool. Reminds me a little bit of the G.I. Joe figures. So Mikey can hold his whole arsenal of weapons in there. Let's see. Do I want? Yeah, let's do both. try to get a little pose here. I'm planning on doing some toy photography with these sometime soon, within the next couple days. My son is actually helping me edit and set up these videos. So he said it would make a good thumbnail if I did some of my toy photography with these, which I agreed. So there's Mikey. I really like it. I like the nunchucks that came out of the weapons rack. Or not with the weapons rack, I guess. Outside of the weapons rack. And these weapons seem kind of cool. Now I don't know. Oh, wait, look at those are microphones. That's super cool. Yeah, I guess I'll have a decision to make whether or not I pop all these out. We'll see at some point. Let's see. We'll put Mikey right there. And let's do, since my son's helping edit these, we'll do his favorite. I bet you can guess by the fact that he is helping me edit YouTube videos and create thumbnails and transitions and all this other stuff that I don't really understand very much. He is a techie. So Donatello is his favorite. He really likes Donnie because he's the tech guy. I know some people haven't liked his glasses, but I actually really like that he has glasses in this. Kind of, you know, shows a little bit of change over time, which is always good for everything. You don't want anything to stagnate, else it gets stale, right? And plus, it adds a little bit of character, a little bit of uniqueness. Also liked how, from what I've seen, it looks like they all have different heights. I want to see if that's true for the toys as well. Let's see if I can get this off without tearing. No, there it goes. And I'll try to do that later. Okay. Anything else to cut with Donnie here? Oh, he's got a cool little fanny pack with a cell phone. I like all their different skin tones too. I think that's awesome. Wonder what Donnie does with his headphones, if he uses those with his tech stuff or he's listening to music. It's kind of interesting that this had some different colors in it. Actually, I just noticed an imperfection in there too. But his bow staff is just solid orange, so I think I will definitely paint these. I'll do a wash on the chain too. Still undecided on opening up that or clipping out those weapon rack. Let's see, are Mike and Donnie different heights? I think they are. They're different body type too, which is pretty cool. And Donnie's got the thing for an extra bow staff back there. Yeah, I like the glasses. I like the different skin tones. I like, even with the little baby, you get the different skin tones. You know, the old school Turtles, the black and white comic book. It was pretty hard to, obviously in a black and white comic book, make a lot of delineations. And plus, you know, it was a underground comic book, and you weren't looking at mass marketing this thing at the time. And just, you know, basic two-man crew. And it's one of the things I love about the Turtles is it's a total, you know, small-time success story. Small time making the big time. But they all look the same, right? And they didn't have colors, so they didn't have the different masks. And as time has gone on, right, the cartoon added the colors. And then the little, yeah, I can't remember if this was with the cartoon or the figures. This came first with their initials on the belt buckle. Oh, Raph has a silver weapon rack. But I like, you know, as I said, not getting stagnant, keeping things interesting, changing it up a little bit, and pushing the characters a little bit different is always a good thing, because they do all have their own personalities. That's why we all have our favorite, right? So speaking of different personalities, Raphael's the rude dude. One of the things I like, know. I wasn't a huge fan of those Michael Bay ones that came out. I didn't actually see them when they were in the theater. Just recently seen them, maybe in the last year. When Shredder's Revenge came out, my son and I got into Turtles again. And so we watched them. I mean, they were Michael Bay, so what can I expect? But some of the design things I kind of liked. I did like this full head bandana, full head tie for Raphael. Kind of goes with his character. It's a little more, I don't know, there's something a little darker, a little more aggressive about it, even with these cartoon ones, which is kind of funny, right? He's got the different colored plastics, the two different colored plastics, unlike Donnie. Maybe because these are separate parts and that's all one chunk there. Because I don't think they're separate paint. I think they're just separate plastics. Let's see, size-wise. So he seems a little bit bigger than Donnie. And yeah, there's a definite height difference between Mikey and Wrath. And again, all their girths are a little bit different, which is pretty cool. Give them, kind of even accentuate more their different characteristics. All right, and last but not least, we have Leonardo, the leader. All right, I think I've heard that Leo's the most popular, right? That most people vote for Leo as their favorite. And I don't know if that's 100% true. I know Michelangelo is very popular as well as Raphael. Growing up, Raphael was the most popular one in my neighborhood. I grew up in kind of a rough neighborhood, so Raphael's way of handling things, I think, resonated with a lot of people in my neighborhood. That was just the way we had to handle things a lot of times, so he was pretty popular with most of my friends. What is this thing? Is that from the, yeah, that came out of the back. I guess these are, oh yeah, look at that, it can cross in the back. That's pretty cool. I did not realize these were removable or seem removable. I hope they're removable because it's been removed. These swords have a little bit of a bend in them from the package. Get them out of the... Sometimes I'm not sure why they package these things like this, where you kind of have to bend them to get them out. But I do have a heat gun, so I can solve that pretty quickly. All right, let's get the little baby Leo out. Let's see here. All right. Get the katanas in there. So Leo came with the silver weapon stand as well. So we get 2 silver and 2 kind of orange ones. But the more I look at them, especially since they're all different colors, the more I'm thinking I'm just gonna clip them out and paint them up. I'm actually thinking about painting these turtles as well. I saw online somebody made them look a little more like the animation style that they've got going on for this movie. They were adding some lines that made it kind of look like that rough animation, which I think is awesome. I haven't watched the video. I think it was a video that I saw. So I don't know what it entails. I do like painting and customizing my figures. But I also don't like ruining my figures, even though these are only $10. And notice I said only, right? $40 for the set, which is not too bad, right? I saw Black Widow, a new Black Widow, Marvel Legends, $28, which all this stuff, right, started at COVID. Pre-COVID was $20. I really like that Black Widow figure, but $28. So, what I was saying though, these are great. $40, nice set, bright colors. We get all the different personalities in the eyes too. Lots of posability. I like the colors that are here. I don't really need to. I feel like I could just set these up on my shelf the way they are, the figures, and be totally happy with it. I am going to paint the baby turtles. I haven't seen the movie yet. I assume, based on the merchandising, that the baby turtles come into play somehow. Flashback scenes, I would guess. So I'd like to kind of spruce them up. Baby Leo and baby Raph, pretty close in color, but not too close. It is impressive that they were able to get 3 different shades of green here. I guess it's the same too if I look at the figures. Leo and Raph almost look like the same exact shade of green, which I wonder if it's like that in an animated movie. Okay, so if I were to give a a thumbs up or a star rating or something like that, that doesn't really work for me. I don't really like being critical of other people's work. And yes, these are toy companies and they're mass produced and stuff, but people do work hard on these. There's a lot of people out there like you and I who'd kill to have these jobs, right? So there's a couple things, that I would change, that I could change. I don't necessarily feel like they had to change them at the company. But it kind of gives me something fun to do. Paint the pizzas, paint the different weapons, paint the turtles, the baby turtles. So instead of a thumbs up or star ratings, I think these rock. These are something that I'll enjoy having on my shelf, along with some of my other turtle merchandise. I'm thinking about, especially with the size of these, that I could build like a pretty cool sewer diorama that wouldn't take up a ton of shelf space. So that might be another thing that I post sometime soon here. So let me know what you guys think of the new movie, the new figures, what you think about the art style, what you love most about the turtles, who's your favorite turtle, who's your least favorite turtle. Does anybody have a least favorite turtle? I can't have a least favorite turtle. No, none of these are my least favorite. Mikey's my favorite, but the other 3 are great too. So yeah, let me know what you think about the franchise in general, whether or not you're hoping for a sequel. If you've gotten more toys from this line, I was looking at Bebop and Rocksteady. I'd really like to get those. I don't know if Shredder makes an appearance in the new movie. It doesn't seem like it, unless there's probably an after-credit scene or something. So I don't know if we're going to see Shredder from this line or Krang, but I would love to. I'd love to see those in this style, especially Krang. I feel like he would fit great in this new style they've got going. So yeah, let me know your thoughts. Hit like and subscribe, and I will talk to you later. Peace.